It was a trip planned 6 months earlier, a 9-day tour through the wintry countrysides of central Japan. Perfect timing during my short break from origami. And without further ado, it was time to fly. Nostalgia hit me as we arrived at our hotel. The streets and sounds of Japan were memorable from my short life here once. The second day started with a small trip to the post office inside a fancy building. I posted some souvenirs to my few precious friends living here. Afterwards, it was a long-awaited trip to Ozuwashi, a dream shop for origami and paper materials. Wholesome gyukatsu was on the menu for lunch today. While dinner was comfort food at a favorite franchise. With Tokyo activities out of the way, the real adventure starts early the next morning. We headed west towards Yamanashi Prefecture. Approaching Chofu, we had our first glimpses of our destination, Mount Fuji. An hour and a half had passed in a flash, and we made a quick stop at a roadside rest. A particular vending gacha machine piqued my interests before departing. The prize was a Mount Fuji decorative towel. Most satisfying. Mount Fuji was in full view as we entered Fuji Yoshida. Signs of winter scattered the roadsides as we reached Osawa Viewpoint. Braving the chilly breeze, we were rewarded with a magnificent landscape. And all this time behind us, Fuji-san was wearing a hat. On our way to lunch, we passed a peculiar convenience store that's become not so convenient in recent times. I never knew about this place, but we were informed that it's become a social media tourist attraction, which was problematic for the quiet lives of the locals. Understandably, I can only hope that peace and tranquility would return for them again one day. We arrived at the restaurant minutes later. While lunch was heating up, a brilliant window view of Lake Kawaguchi can be enjoyed. The lids were soon removed, and to my surprise, it was authentic Yamanashi hotomen. Perfect for winter and what's to come next. Mount Fuji watched over us the whole way towards our last stop. Oshino Hakai, a village featuring 8 pristine bodies of water that were once believed to have been connected to the sea. In reality, it was pure spring water gushing up from the earth below. Another angle of Mount Fuji was also in view, and you could see the snow-covered Yoshida Trail. Before leaving, the delicious aroma of roasted chestnuts caught our attention. Chestnut snacks were a must. We also passed a zebra, Selva. And that was only the first 3 days of the tour. I hope you found this interesting and different from my art so far. As always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.